Love you.
Welcome, one and all, to episode 114 of Third Shift. This is a special Halloween episode, so my buddy Matt called me in. It is me, Ultraman, the wrestler, not the actual character, because I don't know what the character is or really the wrestler. But it's me. It's Ultraman. I am here hosting the show. With me, as always, it's... Who are you? Introduce yourself to the people.
Well, I promised I'd show up someday, and Eric was oh so gracious enough to allow me to come aboard tonight. I am Algor, the Demon Star. I'm the one who controls all of the stars in the multiverse, and on this wonderful time of year, I'm given permissions from the powers that be to come on out and play, and Eric, through great rituals and sacrifice, summoned me here tonight to be a special guest host.
So I guess we can't do How Was Your Week thing unless you were a demon that had a great week. How was your week, demon thing?
I can tell you about my wonderful week. So, a little story to tie in with my week is a 5-star story indeed, because all of you boys and girls out there probably assume that, well, Eric's told you many things like, oh, that animals become 5 stars, lost children, things of this nature. But guess what? Movie stars, what do you think happens to all those B-rated and C-rated washed-up stars who give up on life and give up on their dreams of being, oh, famous in Hollywood forever, There are billions of them out there, aren't there? Or there were, until I took their souls and made them into stars to feed to all you little children out there. And the reason I mention this is because this week was a luscious week for that. Around this time of year, fall time hits, the movies kind of drag out. Nothing real big. And then all those would-be stars, they all start giving up and overdosing on pills and medications. And then they all go home to Arkansas, wherever they came from, and wallow in misery. And I take their souls, and then I turn them into a beautiful star, and I reassure them. I say it'll be fine. You're gonna love working at Denny's, and your star will serve some other poor sap who thinks they're gonna do something great with their life. It's wonderful. So there you are, boys and girls. My week was fantastic, and you got a wonderful 5-star story.
Lots of Denny's in Arkansas, manned by really great actors.
That's so sad and funny because it's true.
Well, how about this? A 5-star story from the legend of the Mexican wrestling business. Do you know, good sir, why it is such a big deal when Mexican luchadors put their masks on the line? It is because when they lose the mask disappears forever. It is never worn again, and it becomes a 5-star.
Well, maybe one of my subordinates has been picking this up. I missed this entirely. I could have been fortunate enough to have more 5 stars for my little minions. That's very entertaining.
That's why the next best thing that a luchador could do once he's lost his mask is to fight in a hair versus hair match and shave his hair bald. And that hair becomes only a 4-star, because nothing can match the glory of a luchador's mask. But still, it is a number of stars.
Oh, fantastic. I like this very much. Very, very much. So many 5 stars and 4 stars out there still for us. You laugh so much. You're like a laughy little laugh to Ultraman.
I'm so happy because I've reached through time and space, and my previously forsaken Mexican luchador mask that was to turn into a 5-star, I reached through the portal, the Varelsi portal that opened up. I yanked it back into this reality, and I donned it once again. So for the next hour and 10 minutes, there was one less 5-star out there because I reclaimed it. I've sucked it back into my own soul, and I am 5 stars. I am filled with the power of 5 stars once again.
Oh my gosh, how did you know? You know one of the ulterior motives for Eric summoning Algor here tonight, me, was because I intended to feast upon your stars tonight, Matt. I thought your stars were dead and gone, and I was gonna just destroy you on this episode. How did you don the mask that protects you from this? I hate you so.
This is also why we do the podcast at two different locations, very far away from each other, because otherwise this would happen. This in real life on a daily basis.
Tis possible. So anyway, isn't that something that these fools do, these Matineric people? I don't remember. He always talks to me and says he's doing a podcast, and I am talking about Gearbox stuff, and I'm like, whatever, they'll become 5-stars soon. I'll take every last one of their souls.
I have written here a note. Battleborn free Put this crap away! Be gone from me, Battleborn free rotation. I have not the time for you anymore.
And you will become a 5-star, Battleborn. Oh, I feasted upon you. You are dead and gone now. Fare thee well. I'll let Eric know that I ate you. Farewell, Battleborn. Fare thee well. Yes. Keep going, Matt. What's the next topic here? What else are we going to consume and eat tonight? What?
Let us feast upon gold, my excellent friend. Specifically, shift codes for golden keys in Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Take them from the Twitter, the forums, the Reddit, the Instagrams. Take them and feast upon them. And become 5-star gold. Let your shining silver luchador mask be adorned with gold as you feast upon the 5 stars of 5 golden keys.
Gosh, it works for everything, doesn't it? All those golden keys. Always Eric with his, I got shift codes for these golden keys. And I'm like, just shut your dang trap up already. I'll destroy them too. But you don't have to destroy them. You just consume the 5 keys, like you said. What a grand idea. Maybe it'll turn my beautiful black star a wonderful gold for the rest of this episode. Make sure all you boys and girls go and get those wonderful golden keys. Yes, do that. There'll be no repercussions later. Promise. Promise. And now, Matt, there's more, isn't there? There's always more. He tells me there's more. Would you like to start with the Gearbox news, perhaps? I know we have some new additions. Huh?
Yes, indeed, my excellent demon friend. There is a new addition to the Gearbox family. It says here, Get Set Games has become a partner with Gearbox Publishing. They have joined forces, like my brother and I, with our double dropkick, flying off the top rope and impacting against our opponent. So too will Get Set Games and Gearbox Publishing combine forces to unleash havoc upon the gaming populace.
Ooh, this sounds very interesting. Now, I will add to this. I decided I'd be a good little demon and do a little homework, and I saw that Get Set previously has done iPhone games, etc. Tappy games. Well...
Wait.
Now...
Ultraman never taps out. What is it tapping?
Right.
Tapping. What is that?
No tap.
I never submit.
I never tap, period. I only slam and destroy.
We would be excellent tag partners, you and I.
Mayhaps we would. But let me say, do you think these people will continue to do iPhone games? Will we break into the phone world with Gearbox? Besides Battleborn Tap, because, well, that's been going a long time.
That became a 5-star long before anything else. That was the
people
original.
Don't even remember that one anymore.
What are you talking about? I don't.
Yes, exactly.
Wrestlers don't have time to play tap games. What?
So, do you think that this will become something more than a phone game? They are hiring people for the Unreal Engine after all, but you've clearly stated to me before that, well, mayhaps Unreal is used on regular phones too. I don't know. I don't use phones.
This is true.
This is true in all the senses. Eric doesn't know how. He can't tell me anything. He's a moron.
Even when you inhabit his physical body does not know how to operate the phone. You go,
exactly.
Here's a tool with which to take souls. What do I hit? No, what? Drop it on the floor. Clatter, clatter, smash, break.
Slam break, yes, that's exactly what happened to his stupid, pitiful phone. That moron, when he finally gets his body back, will be so mad.
But I would say, my excellent demon friend, why would you partner with a mobile studio if you were not looking to create a mobile game? As I've said before, Unreal Engine can be used to create great-looking mobile games. It does not need to be a greatly involved mobile game. The time has slipped past me. In my reaching through time and space to retrieve my mask, I have forgotten the name of that one really famous game. It was from Square Enix. You know the one I'm talking about. That used the Unreal Engine on a phone. Why not Borderlands 2, the phone DLC explosion tour with Tiny Tina and Mr. Torg? Why not some kind of tie-in to another Gearbox property?
Well, think bigger. Think bigger. It would be probably coordinated with Borderlands 3, right? Maybe this game is going to be what everybody dreams of, and it's all, like, online, but still solo, and then you'll have a phone app like all the other ones do. And then you'll be able to go on and check your character and interact socially, etc., etc. Maybe this is what they're doing.
Perhaps, my friend, but I think we are both forgetting the fact that they are partnering with Gearbox Publishing and not Gearbox Software. So perhaps this is just Get Set Games says, we would like to make a game! Somebody please give us the resources with which to do so. And Gearbox Publishing said, aha, we enjoy your tappy-tap runaroo games. We will gladly fund your next experiment. It may not be tied into any Gearbox Software properties whatsoever.
Very true, very true. Well, in that case, the possibilities are quite endless at this moment.
Indeed.
So I suppose we will have to wait. Very well, Get Set. Welcome aboard. We're so glad that Gearbox Publishing has picked you up, and we hope that you create something magnificent. Otherwise, I will just consume you, as I have so many other things in the past.
Indeed, should your properties not be to my exacting standards, I will fly off the top rope with my shooting star press and land upon you.
Oh, very nice indeed. Now, not only did Get Set team up with Gearbox Publishing, but there was a new addition to the Gearbox Publishing team.
Indeed.
And I don't know his name because Eric's so stupid he doesn't have the right page up. But let me see. Let me look at what he's done here. It is John Vinoci. And if I mispronounce that, I don't care. I will tell you right now, consume your soul, John, if you want to have a problem.
Indeed. If you had trouble pronouncing that name, blame the vessel in which you inhabit. As my vessel has told me, Eric does not know how to pronounce any single name. It's a wonder he even gets his own name right.
Exactly, this moron, but he's good for many things. Anyways, John, we welcome you to the Gearbox Publishing team. You are indeed the executive producer. You're a big dog. You have lots of power, and you will probably consume many 5 stars in your time there. Maybe you'll consume some of your own employees for their wonderful stars. I like these possibilities, and I look forward to talking and working with you in the future.
And I look forward to challenging you to a mask versus hair match, so I may take your hair and leave you ashamed and bald. Like Eric is.
Like that fool Eric with his no hair. I constantly give him problems about that. He gets so frustrated. And then he sings a song and tries to banish me from his mind constantly. It's so hilarious. Does he sing a lot at work? I wonder.
But not only do we have new partnerships and new team members, the newest product from Gearbox Software, Borderlands 2 VR, it is now out in the wild. If you go to the magical land known as TwitchCon, I don't know what this is. It's not a wrestling convention as far as I'm aware, because I know all of those, obviously, because I am Ultraman the wrestler. But if you go to TwitchCon, you may lay your hands upon Borderlands 2 VR. You may place your head inside of a little box and look around and go, goodness gracious me, I am inside of the Borderlands.
Let me educate you, Ultraman. TwitchCon is a wonderful place for me. It is where I go to pick out some of my next corpses. These foolish fools who get invited to this thing and they think they're so big and awesome. They're like, I have many 5-star ratings. I'm so big on this platform here upon which people go and listen. But little do they know that people are so fickle. So very, very fickle. One year you're the biggest thing, the next year you're gone. And you know what happens when you're gone? I come and I consume your soul.
Now that I am doing more research on this TwitchCon, I see many scrawny bodies and many floofy, just pompadours full of hair. This is the prime location for Ultraman. I will body slam these weaklings. I will challenge them to mask versus hair matches, and I will take all of their hair.
You are right, Ultraman. There are many individuals over there with crazy hair. They get all floofy, thinking they're some kind of funny or something. And it's all hilarious, the things these people do for my 5-star approval.
Pink hairs and red hairs and orange hairs and blue hairs. I will take them all. I will shave them all bald and leave them in quivering piles on the floor with my glorious shooting star press.
Oh, I like how you think, Ultraman. When Eric comes back, he'll say, "What did you do to the show?" Who cares? He summoned me, and I will do as I please with this show he has. I would ruin and eat it if I so chose. He's lucky that he serves me in other ways. I thought about burning it to the ground, just on him.
And speaking of serving others, Compulsion Games has served their fans a delicious treat of patch 1.5 for their game We Happy Few. Many fixes, many updates, many ways to make the game better. Good on you, Compulsion Games. Perhaps I will not take your hair today.
Similar for me. These elusive Compulsion Games, they come so close to being eaten, but then they run, and they keep making all these fixes and patches and getting people to like them, and I cannot consume them. So I wait patiently, Compulsion. Keep doing all this hard work, and maybe I won't be eating you anytime soon. Speaking of something I can't ever get a hold of, let me tell you about this next one, this Epic Games Fortnite. These guys have pissed me off many times. I thought for sure when Save the World didn't do it, that I was going to consume a fairly serviceable... Eric, you moron, I can't even say words properly through your silly frickin' body. You're pathetic. You're so pathetic. Anyway, Fortnite once again has come out with all sorts of fun activities for all the people to enjoy, and therefore love and adore and get all the ratings, and I can't consume them. I have to keep feeding them stars, in fact. Who do they think they are, Matt? God, I swear to God, if you say it again, Eric. Who do they think they are, Ultraman?
Indeed, I have this question. I have beef. I have a problem with Epic Games as well, because what is this free skin that is in Save the World mode? Skull Ranger Ramirez? Ha! I say shenanigans to you. That is clearly a La Parka skin. My lucha brother, my lucha friend. I challenge you, Epic Games. I challenge you to a mask versus hair match. I will shave you all bald.
Oh, I thought people would be happy with what they did. I'm gonna give all the founding members 2 wonderful skins to enjoy. Oh, be so happy. Make more people like what they did. I don't appreciate that one bit. Not one bit at all.
Indeed, if it were not a ridiculous ripoff of my friend La Parka and his famous costume and his famous mask, I would love what they had done. But for this, you shall be shaved bald. I shall take your hair. I don't know.
Do it, Ultraman. Take all the hair. I want you to swim in hair. I want you to staple it to your body, and then go on to Twitch and become very famous. Yes, and then attend these Twitch cons. Yes, like all the other boys and girls do, Ultraman.
The Ultraman TwitchCon Open Challenge. Face me in the ring if you dare, the Twitches. I will put my glorious locks, which I stole from you last year, I will put those on the line against your new sparkly, shiny rainbow hairs, your silvers and your golds with your sparkles and your glitter. Ha! I will take it all.
Pompous. These pompous fools. The only thing else I like to do to these pompous fools is shoot them with pumpkins. I love that idea. And in this game, they've said, we're bringing back the Halloween spirit, so all the rocket launchers will shoot pumpkins now again. they get me with this every time because I'm a sucker for the jack-o'-lanterns. I enjoy them quite very much because many of people make them look sort of like I do, and I just take it as a compliment.
And speaking of poor imitations, what is new in the Battle Royale glider redeploy? Do you feel like you can flip and fly through the air with the greatest of ease like Ultraman with my great shooting star press? You can do a pale imitation in Battle Royale mode. Pish posh. If you'd like to see the real thing, fight me, mask versus hair. I will take you all on.
Oh, yes. And indeed, while you're taking them all on, you should consider this wonderful new six-shooter that they just introduced. I knew a guy, his name was Roland. He once used a six-shooter, and he killed many a people with that six-shooter. And guess what? I absorbed all the stars from them, and many, many more may be able to be consumed if you go out there with this new beautiful six-shooter and kill many more people for me. Maybe, Ultraman. Please, help me help you. There's one more thing here that I think would be very hilarious to mention, is that the Fortnitemares is on the whole thing. Everybody's enjoying it. And guess what? In the Battle Royale, the Cube is going crazy again.
Indeed.
And they've introduced new elite monsters that you can go and kill for gear. And not only that, here's the smartest thing they did. Was that when you kill these monsters, depending on the rareness, you get shield boost as well.
Indeed.
Smart on them, because normally people would say, why would I waste my time killing these insufferable creatures while somebody could be coming around my backhand to shoot me up my butthole and murder me? And I say to that, well, because they'll give you a shield, and then you won't die when you're shot in the butthole, and you will turn around and shoot them instead, and then I will consume their star.
Indeed, if only this worked the same in the wrestling ring. If only I could fly off the top rope with my shooting star press onto that little weasel Jim Cornette and gain shield to help me in my later matches against the Midnight Express. Ha-ha!
Well, I'll tell you, all that was entertaining, but they did do one other tiny thing that I thought maybe should mention, is in the playground mode they added a whole ship battle option. It's a porter ship.
Indeed.
You can go in there and create these ships and have your own little ship battle with your friends and have a good time. They've also got all these remodifications for the Spike games and all that. So Playground has all sorts of new things for you to go see and do. I'd recommend going in there and practicing so you don't end up dead like all those other fools.
Another thing you should practice is all the new weapon tweaks. Weapon damage up, weapon damage down, guided missiles returning. Sneak around with your guided missile and shoot people up the butthole, as my glorious friend has intimated earlier.
Yes, Algo is fond of the butthole. Well, we sailed through that news, didn't we?
How could anyone? We did indeed, my friend. We sailed through the news like I sailed through the air with my shooting star press.
It makes me wonder why that moron, Matt and Eric, they can't seem to get through an episode without going for a whole hour all the time, rambling on, these foolish idiots. Where we cut straight to the heart of things and made this episode glorious.
Look at this pile of show notes. This pithy pile of show notes.
He had nothing there. Trust me, Ultraman, it was foolish. Foolish, it was probably feed my cat. Eat a piece of raw chicken, because that is what that fool Matt does. Eric tells me all the time these stories. Do not trust him, Ultraman.
Trust someone who eats raw chicken. Even I, the greatest wrestler, who needs the protein, who needs it in his body, who needs it fast, would never eat raw chicken.
Indeed you wouldn't. Otherwise you'd die and become a star for me to consume and hand out to other fools. Don't they realize that it's just a giant recycling system? I'm much like Minrek in that regard. I just chug them up and eat them and then spit them back out to the people. And they think I'm glorious and awesome for it. But then I later just eat them and consume it all back in.
A question for you, my friend. As Battleborn has gone and become a 5-star, has not Minrek 2 gone and become a 5-star? How does it work when a recycling system is himself recycled?
I tell you, I did not. I actually refurbished him into something different. He now serves another purpose. You see, there's husks when I consume these idiots and fools out there in the world. Well, I take those husks and I turn them into a byproduct which serves me here on this planet and many more as eyes and ears watching and waiting for the next star to be eaten.
Much like the husks of my opponents left quivering and shameful after I pinned them 1, 2, 3 with my shooting star press and take their hair in our mask versus hair matches.
That is glorious, Ultraman. Like I said, I think me and you could be good partners here in the near future.
Indeed it does. What is this? What is this? This show credits. What is this? No! Do not send them questions. Do not send them feedback at info@thirdshift.me. Do not tweet them at thirdshift.me. Do not follow them on Facebook under Third Shift. Find me, Ultraman Wrestler, at Ultraman_Wrestler. Find me, find my 5-star wrestling promotion at 5starwrestlingpromotion.com.
Well, let me think here. What does Eric always say?
Hang on. Hey guys, it's me, Eric, and I just want you to go into Patreon. And if you like what we do, maybe just give us like $1 or a tip or something. Maybe $5 or $1,000. I don't know. Maybe something of that nature. Gosh golly.
Oh, pig rubbish. Do not give these fools anything. They deserve nothing but suffering, and then eventually to become a 5-star rating for some other chump out there in the world.
Yes, deny them the love, the monetary gratification they desire, so they will become a 5-star and be devoured, and our next hosts can be much more successful, and much more handsome, and much more in shape. Being a pro wrestler, how can I be trapped in this fat, flabby body? This is unacceptable.
I can't agree anymore. This poor, pitiful white baby Eric. Oh, God, with his miserable... I never get lucky. I'm always sad because I can't get anything ever. Why don't you go out there and choke somebody and take it then? That is what a true demon would do. And with that... may you all please say, hey, I'd rather have Argor, the Demon Star, and Ultraman as a new host of Third Shift, and not those puny, silly mortals, Matt and Eric, because what are they gonna do anymore anyway? Tell you false information on everything and anything that the Gearbox is covering, which is all hypothetical because Randy Pitchford says absolutely nothing, and makes all the little trolls scramble for information, much like Supmoto is out there doing, and he's saying all these things with all this information he has gathered, that there's DLC coming in the works. He's found coded and stuff and steams and all the things and hackers and bots. Let me tell you what, Randy Pitchford's hiding everything and letting all these fools stew in misery because he finds glee and happiness from it, because he's not happy in his normal life. I ensure that all the time. I do. Yes. So, if you want to find any of that rambling I just said, go to Supmato's YouTube, because he is in there trying to find all sorts of secrets about possible DLCs for the Borderlands 2 and the Borderlands pre-sequel that will catch up the story or something, maybe for the upcoming Borderlands 3. I don't know. This is what Eric's brain has sitting on the top of it, that he said, make sure you mention all that. And I said, I'll do as I please, fool.
Indeed, scrawled across the bottom of the show notes, which I earlier threw away. You heard it, you saw it, you felt it. It was written, please, Submato video, make Eric talk about all the details, because I hated it. I hate the man's voice. I hate his namby-pamby, whining, sniveling, squealing little voice. And I could not agree more.
And with that, as those fools always do, we shall just do the same, I suppose. Maybe they'll put us in like those little wonderful little zingers they like to do. What is that, you know?
Indeed, it is written here, across the walls, across the ceiling, scrawled on the window in black paint. It reads, do not forget to save.
Yes, do not forget to save.
Shut up and sit down.
Oh, God. Oh, what happened? Oh, what? Why are my show notes ripped up on the floor? Why is there a pile of hair everywhere? Oh, glorious colors of hair, red and blue and orange and yellow. What's going on?
I don't know, dude. Like, I don't feel good. I'm like sweating like I got the flu.
Do we do the show? I can't. Notes are all torn up. I can't possibly. We'll just have Danny put up a blooper reel or something.
All right. Yeah, I'm not even up. I got nothing. Why am I in a black cow? What? Oh, dude. Whatever, man.
My door is kicked in. Somebody kicked my door in, dude.
What is happening?
I need my hair out.
Someone's
dude.
in. Oh my God, someone's at your door. My daughter's in front of my face. I don't know what's happening.